at this moment, in our space, on our timeline, in this world, and this dimension, it's the internet, and you are visible to it. Hey, how's it going? It's quiet time, everybody. It's midnight 30. Jacko says morning. Hi, LK713, Jacko Radazazzle. Welcome to a thing. My computer parts are gonna be arriving today sometime. But it's gonna be about 12 hours before they get here. I have pretty much the longest amount of time to wait as I have to wait. And so I figured, hey, I can't sleep anymore, so I'll pass the time with some Doom mapping. That's right, this is Night Vale. This is Doom Vale. LK713 says, I have the most recent episode of your LP open in another tab. I'm watching it in 2-minute chunks. Well, I mean, I guess that's one way to digest it. Make sure it goes down smooth, I guess. So, I have the lo-fi hip-hop channel going. So we're just gonna be listening to that while we do it. Was that the Kirby start? No, that was Game Freak. That was the Game Freak startup sound. Okay. Colburn says, your soothing voice has gotten me through my worst acid trips, so this should be chill. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, cool. Well, let me post this in a few places. I don't know where to post this. I guess I'll post it on my Twitter. And maybe on Something Awful, we'll see. Yeah, the Silent Hill LP is probably not the best one to watch if you're on an acid trip. Hey, Duelist Crisis. How's it going, buddy?
So, Coach, I was thinking about the music for our routine.
Radzazzle says, was that a line from Blades of Glory in the song? I think it was, actually. Here, let me turn this up a little bit. I need to turn this down for me a little bit. By the way, I could show y'all some new tech, some new technology that I have been practicing with. This is a good chance for me to practice with it a little more. Let me show you. So, OBS Studio allows you to use hotkeys to switch scenes and stuff. So check this out. All I need to do is hit numpad 2 to queue up my streaming window, and then I can hit the plus button on the number pad to swap to it. And then if I want to go back for like the end of the stream or something, I can hit the 1 on the number pad and then hit plus to queue it up and execute it. So I can go back and forth, and man, look at that. Would Doom be a good game to play on an acid trip? No. Well, you know what? Actually, maybe. Depends on how well you handle the enemies looking like cardboard cutouts. What's my favorite Doom mod besides H-Doom? Well, H-Doom is my favorite Doom mod. H-Doom is everybody's favorite Doom mod. I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit because it's not... I'm gonna be talking kind of quiet. Because it is midnight 29. So I probably won't be talking very loud. Okay, let's open up Doom Builder. My favorite Doom mod probably would be... Well, here, I'll show you actually. Put up my folder here. The gunfire in this is very loud, so I'm gonna mute this because the gunfire in this mod is way too loud. Way louder than anything else. No, we're not gonna mute it. I'm just gonna turn it down. I think that still might be too loud, but we'll see. Hey, Choking Hazard. This is probably my favorite Doom mod. It's a gameplay mod that makes the... It's kind of like a midpoint between the awfulness of Brutal Doom and like normal Doom, where like it adds like blood splatter and better animations and stuff without like completely ruining the feel of the game. Also, it adds a HUD that tells you how many enemies are in the level, so I don't need to look at the auto map to do it. So yeah, this is probably my favorite gameplay mod. I think my favorite map, let me find it. I've got a giant folder of them here. I don't know. I've got so many maps in this folder, I don't know which one would be my favorite. Maybe Tatenga, I don't know. I like Hadephobia. Hadephobia? I don't remember which it is. Oh, you know what I like? You know what I like? Let me find it. Let me mute the music here. My favorite is this one. This is a mod called Unloved, and it's really cool. It's got lots of attention to detail. Also, the game is going to be in windowed mode whenever I open up the game, so kind of get used to it being in 1600 by 900 because it doesn't play nicely with 1080p. For some reason, OBS refuses to capture Doom when it's in full screen, so I have to play it in windowed mode. But yeah, this is Unloved, and it's one of my favorites because there's a lot of there's a hell of a lot of detail put into the maps, and it's got a way different atmosphere than Doom usually does. Like, usually Doom is not like a horror game type of thing, but here, well, these maps are very dark. They're very spooky. They got a lot of atmosphere to them. It's pretty cool. Spooky. But yeah, this is a very dark map set, and like they've got like puzzles and stuff, but they've still got the Doom gameplay and also custom enemies. I'm gonna punch this chainsaw man. Fuck you, chainsaw man. But yeah, I really like this map set. This is probably my favorite. Unfortunately, the developer for this went on to make it into like an actual game, and it's not great. They went on to make an actual game version of this, and it kind of sucks because they went with like the whole like roguelite adventure kind of thing, and it's not so fun. So yeah, this is probably my favorite map set, but that's not what we're here for. We are here for Doom mapping. Turn the music back on. So, this big fucking map is one of my first actual, like, completed Doom maps. It's from a campaign that I am tentatively calling the Fortress of Rain, because the maps will all feature rain in some form. You know, open, dreary skies and all that stuff. Right now in the map editor, it's kind of, the lighting is kind of dull. I actually don't know how to make the lighting actually look like it does in the game. In fact, why don't I just go into the game and show you what the map is like. Look at that rain! It looks so cool. We are going to play through my map real quick so that we can see it. I'm not going to show off everything, but this is the map that I have been working on, and I completed this map. So today we're going to be working on the second map. But yeah, if you go over in all these corners, there's extra supplies, but enemies spawn in the corners. This map makes pretty good use of, like, teleport scripting. So I set up a lot of enemy ambushes. It also looks very pretty on the auto map because of the terrain differences. But yeah, I really like how this turned out because it is my first experience using the smooth lighting instead of making the lighting myself with sectors, and I think it turned out pretty nice. I like this little courtyard I made here because you can look and see the double barrel and you're like, ooh, I want that. But you can't have it yet. You gotta go find it. Also, originally that demon in the middle of the room wasn't there, like, and all these enemies just came right at you. And I was like, oh, well that's okay, but like, what if I made it so that there were demons and they pretty much just immediately got shot by all the enemies? So like, as soon as you open the door, the shotgun guy behind the demon shoots the demons, and then like all fucking hell breaks loose. It's great. But yeah, I feel like this is a pretty poor layout for a cathedral, because like every time it rains you're gonna soak through the carpet. But oh well. They're demons, I don't think they care about getting wet. How's the volume on the music and stuff? Is that alright? Compared to how I'm talking, I mean. I was thinking of going through and adding like shadows and stuff like manually with sectors, because I think this lighting looks pretty good, like the smooth lighting, but the problem is that it doesn't leave very much room for like shadows. The volume's good so far. Good. Also, I'm a jerk, so I like making people fight cacodemons in my maps without having anything other than the shotgun, because, you know, dancing around cacodemon is not super hard. Yeah, look at that. I really like the way this turned out. This was an absolute pain in the ass to make this little bridge here. I will show you in the... I'm going to show you this right now. Look at this. So, okay. This little room here is made up of so many annoying teeny tiny parts. Like, okay. So, every one of these little red outline squares is a 3D sector. So over here in the corner, I have all of these floating floors of different heights. And for those of you that have never made a Doom map, one of the conceits of the Doom game engine is that you can't make floors that are on top of other floors. In vanilla Doom, this little bridge here would be impossible. You straight up could not make this. There are ways to get around it, so people have made bridges in like maps from like 1999, but this is a very modern mapping invention here. Basically, what it is all of these little floating floors are a symbolic link to this. So basically, this is not actually real. This is actually two-dimensional. It's just displaying the information that is stored here. So for example, when I highlight this, well, maybe I'll have to I'll have to highlight one of them. Oh, fuck it. I'm too lazy to highlight all of them, but basically, the basic gist of it is, like, whatever this is corresponds to the height and the textures of whatever its equivalent is over here. And that allows you to make 3D floors. And that's a pain in the ass, because all of these also are 3D floors. Because they have to be. Because you can't have two middle textures. See, you can have a floor, which is this. This is the floor. And you can have a ceiling. But you can't have two middle textures. And so I had to make all of these little metal bits be 3D floors as well. Am I willing to admit how long I spent making this? It's probably like 10-15 hours just for this map. But I mean, that's fine with me because I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I like Doom mapping. I think Doom mapping is a lot of fun and relaxing. This is like the joy of painting. Speaking of which, I was going to participate in the joy of mapping, the recent Doom mapping compilation that went on recently, but I started this map too early for the compilation, so I couldn't apply with it, which is a shame, but that's okay. Yeah, not this room, just the whole map. This probably took me like an hour or two just on its own, just because there's so much data to work with. I like this little challenge here. This is probably one of my favorite little set pieces in the map that I put in, because on harder difficulties, I'm only playing on Hurt Me Plenty right now just for testing. Like, I test this on Ultra Violence, but right now I'm just doing this on Hurt Me Plenty because it's easier. But yeah, I really like I really like that you can use these pillars for cover, so I made them all like shot up and stuff, so it's a little more tense, you know. And if you shoot this Cacodemon, he flies way the fuck over there, so kind of sucks, but there's not much I can do about that. It's kind of like shooting a basketball with a shotgun. Like, it will go everywhere. Like, that basketball is going to bounce all over the damn place. And hey, look, it's the double barrel, and as soon as you pick it up, oh no, 1,000 enemies. I feel like it's kind of satisfying to have the player pick up the double barrel and then auto switch to it and then immediately have a bunch of enemies to shoot with it. I don't know, I just feel like it's a satisfying piece of game design. And hey, look! Dark Souls. The power of loopbacks is strong. See, this door, if you interact with this door from the other side, it's stuck. And then if you interact with this switch, it opens, so that you don't have to find an annoyingly long path back around to where you were. How do I like the lore in the new Doom? It's alright, you know. I don't really like the new Doom. I feel like the new Doom's shooting is very limp and unsatisfying, but, you know, the lore is pretty fun. I like the environmental storytelling in this little area. Like this poor motherfucker, he got pounded into the dirt so hard that all of his ammo and supplies just flew everywhere. That's right. I am a map designer for Shadows Die Twice. How did you guess? So this area I'm a little bit iffy on. I'm okay with how this turned out, but I feel like I should put like more decoration in this room because like it's just kind of big rectangular hallways. And I tried to give the walls a little bit of depth, but I don't know, maybe I could use some like pillars or something in here. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the new Wolfenstein or the new Doom. I feel like the shooting just isn't very fun in them. I don't know. Like, and that's a plebeian opinion because those games are very well received for their shooting, but I feel like they actually kind of have the same problem where the enemies just kind of like fall apart like they're made of paper mache. Like, the only real way to make enemies explode into giblets in the new Doom is to punch them, and the punching is satisfying at least. So the player is not allowed to jump in this map. I have turned off jumping so that the player can't get out of bounds on like the castle walls and stuff. So that makes parts like this a little bit technical. Because see, those guys had to come from somewhere. And so I put a secrety secret. I think you can get to this without strafe running. Yeah, you can. I put a secrety secret over here. What's my opinion of the new Shadow Warrior? It's actually the same fucking problem. The guns feel like shit in that game. Swordplay is fun though. Shadow Warrior 2 fixes it a little bit. A little bit, but not nearly enough in my opinion. Shadow Warrior 2 has spiders, so I can't appreciate it. Although the spiders in Shadow Warrior 2 aren't all that bad because they're big, circular, stupid idiot spiders. And not the Bloodborne spiders, which are just fuzzy monsters from hell. Speaking to my congregation here. So yeah, the general theme of this map was like marble, black and white. Like, I decided that all of the maps in the campaign, it's gonna be like, I think like 6 maps probably. Like, all of the maps in the campaign are gonna have a color scheme theme. This one was like black and white, and then brown and red. And then the next map, which we will be working on tonight, is gonna be like, I don't know, probably brown and green. What is a good recent FPS? I like Prey, yeah. The new Prey is good. A good recent FPS. Boy, there aren't fucking many that I've played. I don't know. How long have I been Doom mapping? Probably like a year or so. So I like this segment probably the best. This part was kind of a pain in the ass because, let me open the script editor so you can see that I made a really long event here where you pick up the key card and then a bunch of waves of enemies spawn. And then it spawns pickups in between waves, gives you a little delay, and then that goes on for a little while with it getting progressively harder, so let's do that. Do I think Prey has good shooting mechanics? No, I don't. The shooting in Prey sucks. The guns in Prey feel like shit. Well, the shotgun's alright, actually. Like, the shotgun in Prey is pretty satisfying, if only because you can splatter enemies by, like, just kind of sliding up to them and shooting them into the air. That's fun. Now, okay, this is probably going to make a lot of people go, fucking what? But a recent FPS that I think has really good fun shooting is BioShock Infinite. And we've discussed my dislike for BioShock Infinite in the past. I think BioShock Infinite is a terrible video game, but I feel like they got the shooting in that game exactly right. The shotguns in that game feel very, very good. Yeah, see, I knew it would make people go fucking what? I like the shooting in BioShock Infinite. It feels very arcadey. It feels very, it feels like the enemies actually fucking react to being shot, unless they are, like, wearing the big armor, in which case they don't, which makes sense. I feel like being shot is kind of sucky, because the enemies all have, like, hit scan weapons that are not fun. But, yeah, the shooting in BioShock Infinite is alright. I think BioShock Infinite could have delivered a little bit better on its gameplay with the tears and stuff, but, you know, overall I feel like it plays okay. Better than BioShock 1 or 2. Although the shotgun in BioShock 1, also pretty good. So yeah, I really like that, like, if you are able to keep up in this ambush, the enemies are not actually all that bad. Like, if you fucking rocket around with the super shotgun, you can actually, like, mitigate a lot of the problems here before they become an issue. But if you let it get out of hand, you can get pretty swarmed. God, I'm trying to think of other first-person shooters I've played recently that I really like. I know there are some. I'm positive there are some. I just can't think of them offhand, I guess because it's 1 in the morning. Yeah, Bioshock Infinite is too linear, I think. I think that is another problem that it has. By the way, the par time for this map is like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. This map is very long. I kind of have that going on with my maps. I always have for the couple that I have successfully finished, where like they go on for a while. Right, yeah, Immortal Redneck. Immortal Redneck is very, very good and satisfying. Best third-person shooter. Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 is the best third-person shooter ever made, and it always will be that way, probably. I can't think of anything other than Max Payne 3 that's that good. Maybe Spec Ops: The Line, but people tell me I'm wrong when I say that game is fun to play. I think the shooting in Spec Ops: The Line is pretty fun. It's very visceral. I like the way the game goes into slow motion when you get a headshot. Right, The Darkness 2. The Darkness 2 is really good. Check out this secret. The way you know that there is a secret here is that there was some armor in front of the door. Fuck you, demons. Did I try the Metro games? Yeah, I streamed the Metro games, and Doom rocket launchers. I am pretty sure that every time I use the Doom rocket launcher for anything, I kill myself with it. But anyway, yeah, I really like Spec Ops: The Line. I think Spec Ops: The Line is a really good game overall. Spec Ops wasn't good, that was the point. Bullshit! Nobody has ever confirmed that. Like, people say that. People say, oh, the shooting in Spec Ops: The Line isn't all that fun, and it's meant to be that way as a commentary on third-person shooters, but that is very wrong. That's such an unfounded thing that people say for no reason. And the shooting in Spec Ops is fun anyway, so, like, it's just a wrong thing to say. Like, it's just not true. Like, it's kind of a shame that one of the lead writers for Spec Ops is such a dickhead, because he kind of gives the narrative a bad name just because it's associated with him, because he's just an asshole. Memes have tricked you into hating a primary color thing. But yeah, Bioshock Infinite's story is probably the weakest part of it, but I like the gameplay. Let's fucking look through. I'm going to look through my Steam purchases because I know there are some. I am going to look through my Steam profile, my Steam purchase history right now. Okay. A Hat in Time. Oh, Dusk. Dusk is a recent shooter. I mean, it's a throwback to old school shooters, but the shooting in Dusk is very good. Resident Evil 7 had pretty fun shooting, but you don't really take advantage of it because the enemies are all kind of stupid. Wow, I have not bought many games on Steam. Yeah, have not bought enough games on Steam to accurately tell you that. Most of my Steam games are from, like, activating keys and stuff, and Steam doesn't show you that unless you tell it to, so fuck it. Does Painkiller count as recent? Yeah, probably. But anyway, we're not going to finish the map, because I don't feel like playing through it all again. Basically, you activate this switch, and then this lowers so that you can press this switch, and then this elevator goes way down here to the entrance to the next map, which is what we're going to be doing for a little while now. We're going to open up the second map. So this is what I... Where's the player? Oh, he's in this room. So this is the second map so far. It's not going to be lit or anything until I'm ready to... See, here's how I do it. Basically, I block out the map with like a couple of detailed areas so that I can get a feel for like what I want it to look like when it's all done. So I do it in like big flat blocky shapes, and then I narrow them down, and then I texture them, and then the last thing I do is lighting, and then I add monsters and stuff. I feel like you probably should add monsters before you do all of that stuff, but I like making the map look pretty first. So, the theme of this map, as you walk over this little pit of sand here at the start, the theme of this map is going to be the falling sand. Like, the idea behind this map is going to be that beyond this door, there will be a big central chamber that you return to many times with different wings leading off in each direction, with a pit of sand in the middle, with the goal of the level being to activate switches to raise up the level of the sand, and then you can escape. Like that fucking Sonic Adventure map where you have to have Sonic get rings forcibly shaken out of his body so that you can reach the Chaos Emerald. The casino map. So that's gonna be the theme of this map. So let's do it. Let's Doom a map. Now I am not the fastest Doom mapper, nor am I the best Doom mapper, so I don't really know a lot of the shortcuts here. I just kind of play things by ear. I know about things like, you know, splitting and joining sectors together, but a lot of this is just totally lost on me. I pretty much just make whatever I want. Like, anytime I make a new room, I pretty much just start with a big giant square, and then I turn the square into something as I go. Also, I make pretty extensive use of the door tool. I am using the textures from the Joy of Mapping compilation from last year, because I feel like the one from this year is a little bit too... It's got a little bit too much stuff for me to really narrow down what I want something to use and look like. So... Honestly, I kind of made this a little bit harder on myself than it needs to be, because I decided to add these big metal things to every door frame, you know, just for a little bit of depth. But the problem is that now anytime I make a door, I have to also make this door frame. So, but that's okay, it doesn't take too long, it's just like, just an annoying thing that I have to do. Okay, so I think this will be our central chamber here. Let me lock the grid. What? Oh no. Oh shit. Huh. Well, hey, thanks. I believe that's Duelist Crisis who just sent me the DLC for Grim Dawn. Okay. Or no, maybe... Yeah. Okay. Hey! Thanks. I was actually talking about wanting that DLC, so that's really good. That was very nice of you. Thank you. It's good that you did that on a stream, because I can now be embarrassed about my good fortune. So, okay. We're gonna make this room be like a big... Quack! I got a follower on Twitch, but I have the follow alert off, so I can't see it. Whoops. Sorry. I'm not even streaming on Twitch. So this room is gonna be like a big... I don't know. I'll make it have many sides. This will be a room of many angles. I just have to figure out how I want to segment this. Really, we're just playing around with the geometry right now. Like, this is the part where I just kind of fuck around and see what I like. So we're gonna see if I can make this room be like a really weird shape and still like how it looks when it's done. I feel like making... Okay. No, we're getting rid of all this shit. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to what we had here. I think... Here, let me draw this in paint. Here's what I think I want this to look like. So this is the room that you come from. I think I want it to kind of look like this. Like, okay, alright. I want it to have sharper angles than that, though. Like this, but bigger. This is a really crappy drawing, but you get the idea. I want it to have, like, big, sharp angles and then a big pit in the middle. So there's, like, a big pit in the middle, and the pit doesn't have very much sand in it. And there's a door, like, here, that you need to fill up the pit with sand to reach. So there's going to be walls here. And then this will be the way out to the exit. So then there will be wings in these directions that go to other switch areas where you can go fuck around. You can go fuck around over there. And there will be switches at the end of each path that you will switch to fill up this pit with a little bit of sand each time. So, okay, sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Okay, so first things first, I need to make this room absolutely fucking gigantic. Hey, I made this a perfect square on accident. Cool. Make the map exactly like that. I don't think that would fly, unfortunately. Is that even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could just look at this. Nope, not even close. Now it's even, but the room's not square anymore. Now it is. Let's see what the size of this is. Oh no, it needs to be way bigger than that. Hey, Social Hunter. Welcome. Welcome to Doom mapping. Welcome to my life. Okay. So now we're gonna make like little incremental dots here every probably like, I don't know, 64 or 128. We are gonna shape this room. How are we gonna shape this room? Hell if I know, but we're gonna do it. That is not what I'm looking for. Here's what we can do. So, you can tell that this is probably going to take a while, which is, you know, I'm okay with that. Why is that not, why is that all fucked up? What? Wait a minute. That is not the same length. That's weird. We need to make this curve a little bit smoother. Here, we'll go all the way down here. Boy, something seems to be fucked here, but I don't know what it is. Because I don't want the room to be... actually, you know what? Actually, I think that'll probably work. These are not the textures that the room is going to have, but... yeah, this is... you know what? I think this will work pretty well as the shape of the room. I think this will have more like a brick texture when we're done, but... yeah, that actually works pretty well for now. Like, maybe we'll make it like a walnut shape kind of thing. Now, how in the hell am I gonna copy... this to the other side? Where's the first point on there? Does that work? Is that gonna work? I guess we're about to fucking find out. If everything breaks horribly, I guess we'll undo it. Oh shit, that actually worked. Cool. Nice. Oh boy, I know what I'm gonna be playing after this. Grim Dawn. By the way, for those of you that like Diablo, Grim Dawn is a very good game. I actually really like Grim Dawn. We need to make that a little bit bigger. Also, that's not in the center of the room at all. What the fuck?
A bird does not sing because it has an answer.
Grim Dawn is an action RPG kind of thing, and it's very satisfying. It's very fun to play. But yeah, we're gonna make this kind of like, just like a big fucking pit. Just a giant pit. If you fucking fall into this, it's your own damn fault. We're gonna put the sand at the bottom of that pit. Oh no, I've revealed my secret. There's actually no sand texture in here because it's not like you can look that far down. So we're gonna fill that with sand. And then like, there's gonna be like a couple of like barriers blocking your way here, and then this will be the exit right here. But yeah, Grim Dawn is a fun like Diablo style game, and the game world is really interesting too. Like Grim Dawn has really fun lore and story and stuff. Well, that's not aligned at all. Is this even the right size? Yeah, it is. Why is that so fucked? I don't remember how to... There we go. Okay. But yeah, this will have like little streams of sand coming down from the ceiling, and then every time you flip a switch, more streams of sand will come down. Like, I'm gonna basically do what I did here, and make a bunch of little circles of sand falling down, and then the little circles of sand will get wider to signify, hey, you did a thing. No, it's not gonna be a dick move. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. It got louder. No, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a script that says if the player is under this height, just teleport them back here, because the only place where you will be able to fall down that far is into the pit. So if you fall into the pit before you're supposed to go there, I'm just going to teleport you back to the start of the room. because I'm not that much of an asshole. The only problem will be making it so that the player can't actually get past the barriers. Like, people who play Doom are very experienced in the ways of running and jumping. So, like, I have to... It's kind of like keeping a dog, like it's kind of like using a baby gate to contain a dog. That baby gate is not going to contain that dog for very long, believe me. Dogs can get out of baby gates very easily. And Doom players are the same way. I don't know what texture I'm gonna make these barriers be. Oh, no. Show me the mid texture. Thank you. I'll take that. We're just gonna make this be the metal for now. It's not gonna be that way when it's done, but for the moment, it works as like a signifier for, hey, there's a fucking barricade here. Is there a teeth texture? Actually, there is. It's quite gnarly looking. Yeah, we're just gonna leave this like this for now, because it's, you know, it gets across the idea. I might make this like a marble pillar kind of thing. But either way, we're gonna actually need to use a 3D texture here, because I have to make this barrier extend out over the pit, because check this out. Oh, shit. I made this a door, but I didn't make it interactable. Whoops. Because check this out. At the moment, the player can just go, whoop. See, it's like a dog jumping over the fence. So like, I have to either make it flush with the pit, or make it extend out over the pit a little bit so that there's no chance of you getting there. See if you can actually jump this. Yeah, you can, but you're not supposed to jump in the map, so if you do this, it's cheating. So, okay. Make them be fire blue? Okay, we'll just have this be fire blue. Oh shit, do I not have fire blue on here? I should. There it is. There you go. You wanted this. This is what you wanted. Enjoy the interlacing, I guess. Piss. Make the pit wider? Yeah, we don't have to make the pit be like exact. You know what? Okay, here's what we'll do. In order to prevent the player being able to jump over the pit, we'll do this. We will make the pit be like weirdly shaped. I need to zoom in here and then turn off the grid. We're gonna make the pit be a weirdly shaped pit. I need to turn the grid up, I think. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay. I need to find out how long this is. Stop drawing. How long is this? How long is this? 135.76. Well, that's fucked. Instead, let's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Instead, we'll do this. We'll just do that. And the player can... Oh, that's not good, actually. I don't think I should do that. Look at that texture. We'll use the 3D sector anyway. Just to keep the player from being able to jump it anyway, like to really force it. Like we'll just do the 3D sector. But in the meantime, we'll make the pit be weirdly shaped, because that's fun. That's what I've learned about Doom mapping, is that if something doesn't feel right in any way, you can just make it be weirdly shaped, and it'll be okay then. But see, the good news is that if I make this a 3D sector... Actually, let's do that now. If I make this be a 3D sector... I put, like... I don't know if I put that over here... I don't remember what the 3D floor is. I used to know it, but I don't remember it by heart now. I thought it was like 180, I think? I don't remember if it's even on this list. Skybox sector... I don't think it's on this list. Here. Let's go back to the other map and we'll see, because I know it's on there, at least. Yes, the demons were Jewish. Exactly. You guessed it. Nope. Oh, it's a line thing, not a sector thing. Right. 160. Okay. So for those of you that haven't done any Doom maps ever, I'm about to do some fucking magic. Check this out. So we have tagged this sector. Basically this wall, anything that I add the same tag to will carry the properties of that wall. So if I set this to be tag number 1, wait, no, I did that in the wrong order, I think. I think I might have done that in the wrong order. Oh, yeah. There we go. So anything that has the same tag as this wall will carry over the properties of it. So you can see here that I've got this little outcropping here that the player can't jump over. And I can lower this down, bring down the ceiling here. Carry over this fucking fire blue. And, yeah, we're pretty much good. Now I can make these be rock again. There we go. See? Now we've got that little overhang there that the player can't jump past. I think you actually still can jump it. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if you actually can still jump this. No, I don't think you can anymore. Maybe if you do a strafe jump. Oh, you can, actually. Ironically, the weirdly shaped pit allows you to make the jump. But fuck it. It's good enough. The player gets the idea, you know? You're not supposed to go over here until you fill up the pit. There you go. Okay. Yeah, my weirdly shaped Jewish pit. It was my own downfall. For the record, for those of you watching the video version of that, people are still talking about BioShock Infinite and how BioShock Infinite's stance on politics and political change is really fucking weird, and I agree with that. I feel like BioShock Infinite has the problem of not knowing where its message really lies. It's kind of confused about what its own message is, and that makes the game a lot worse. BioShock Infinite is, in my opinion, a worse game because they try to have a message and fail, which would be worse than not having a message at all. Like, if BioShock Infinite didn't fucking bother with having, like, an emotional message and, like, a political message, I feel like the game actually would have been stronger. But it's a BioShock game, and they just couldn't leave well enough alone. I mean, that's kind of been Bioshock's thing since the beginning, right? Is like really heavy-handed political messages. It's in the background of all three of the games. But I feel like what drags Infinite down above the others is that it also has a really weak story. Like, the other Bioshock games have pretty good stories. Bioshock Infinite does not. Like, Bioshock Infinite's story and message are both bad, and that compounds into just being, like, being a shitfest. You're gonna make this go up way high. No, actually we're not. Never mind. I'm just gonna have the sand be coming out of holes in the ceiling, so we're only gonna make that go up a little bit. We need to make this room even more weirdly shaped because I have to fit in my weird door trim thing, so this room is gonna get even weirder. But yeah, as people in the chat are mentioning, Bioshock Infinite had like a really weird story rewrite kind of thing going on where like a lot of the preview material for Bioshock Infinite is completely different than the story of the real game that we got, because there were pretty extensive rewrites reshaping the game so that it could be like technologically possible in a normal human time span, and I feel like that affected the game very negatively. This room is very flat. This room feels very flat to me, so we're gonna add a little bit of depth to it a little bit. Just a tiny amount. Oh, fuck this. Oh, what have I done? Oh, God. Good luck keeping this even and flush with the wall. Oh, hell. That doesn't have to be perfect. I'll fix it. I'll fix this on my own time to be like flush with the wall and stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. I guess that's what I get for making this room be like really weird. Sometimes being really weird in your room shapes has its downsides, I guess. Oh God, what have I done? That's bad. That's really misaligned. Okay, we're not gonna go with that. Here's what we'll do instead. We'll align this with the tiles on the ground. By the way, if you ever make a Doom map, don't do what I'm doing right now. Because what you're supposed to do is iron out like shapes all at once, instead of doing what I'm doing, which is like drawing lines onto the floor and then completing them into shapes. If you do that, it might fuck up your geometry. So like what I just did there, where I drew like half of the floor, stopped, and then drew the other half, don't do that if you ever make a Doom map. Hey, Base Slut. Hope you're enjoying this stream. I don't know how long I want to go with this. Well, we'll go with this for a little while. There we go. I think what I'll do here is I will make it like an actual physical hump, like to get into the pit, like here, like this. Like you have to like physically walk into this room and then be like, oh shit, there's a pit here, because there's like a little step down here. And in fact, I think I'll reduce this depth just a little bit, because I feel like I went a little bit overboard there. But yeah, like when you walk into that room, it's like the pit is right in front of you, so it's like if you're not careful, you'll just walk into it like an idiot. So having that little hump there is a good way to make the player stop and be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really watch many like superhero movies or comics and stuff, but yeah, the current Marvel DC universe stuff is kind of hokey to me. Can the player still jump it? Maybe. Hey, Ice Claw. Yes, the player can still jump the pit. It's harder now that there's that little lip, but yeah, the player can still jump it. But that doesn't matter, we're not going to worry about that for now. Maybe I'll make this filled with sand too. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll do that. There we go. So it can be like there's no tiles here and there's just... Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I think B-Man has what Base Slut is talking about. A problem that comic book movies and similar have had for a while. Video games sometimes have this problem too. Is that they will throw in diversity for the sake of diversity. Not that you really need to, like... Not that you really need a reason to have diverse characters or anything like that. Like, you really don't. Like, having diversity in your story, like, is a good thing, like, in most cases. However, I feel like sometimes it can cheapen the story a little bit if it's kind of obvious that it was done mostly to fill out a checkbox that says, like, we have diverse characters. Like, it's fine to not have a character's ethnic background be a major part of the story or even their character. They can just... you know, be who they are, you know? Like, it doesn't need to serve a purpose that they are whatever ethnicity you make them. However, sometimes they don't do it with any sort of nuance, where they will have the black character have a giant afro and talk in Ebonics, and it's like... It's plainly obvious that they put that in there just to have a black character, and that's something that I feel the new Wolfenstein is a little bit guilty of with Grace. I feel like they handled Grace very poorly, because her entire character is going on and on about how white America is responsible for all of the Nazi problems and all that stuff, for giving up on the American people and all that. And she mostly exists as a mouthpiece for the game's political message, and I feel like that cheapens her character a little bit. With the excuse being like, well, she's a black character, so naturally she would say those things in their eyes. But I feel like that cheapens it a little bit. Like, diversity is alright. Like, diversity in video games and movies and stuff is a good thing. You know, being inclusive to people who, in past generations of filmmaking and video games, haven't really been seen because either they were minorities back then, or because they just don't have that representation for whatever reason in our society. But I feel like there's a good way and a bad way to do it. Ah! My knee! But, yeah, that's my opinion on that whole thing. I don't know. I think that, like, I think it's a little bit more nuanced of an issue than I make it sound right there, but I feel like that is the general gist of it, where it's tokenism, basically, where, like, tokenism is still alive and well in this day and age, except now people can get away with tokenism by saying that they're being inclusive, and I think that just doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't really fly. So let's find a different wall texture for this room. ZMM. There's not much to work with here. Let's see, maybe like bricks. Yeah, I don't really like that. Oh shit, I have to select all that again. Damn it. So that's one kind of annoying thing about Doom Builder that has been a thing in Doom Builder since I first started using it, which is that if you change the texture on something, it will... Oh, I I just did it again. It will deselect it, and I kind of wish it didn't do that. Like, if you change the texture on something and then hit OK, it will be deselected, and I kind of wish that it left it selected. Let's just go through here. Confirmed literary theorist. Well, I mean, I don't really talk about my opinions on, you know, stuff like diversity and all that stuff. I don't really talk about that stuff very often, but I do have opinions on it. Like, everybody does. It's just a matter of, like, when the proper time is to express those opinions, I guess. I feel like now's an okay time to express them. Yeah. Doom is racist propaganda. The demons are actually justified and the humans are the real monsters. You never know. Someone might actually think that somewhere. I honestly might leave this wall as the marble, just because I like the marble. Oh, that looks blurry and bad. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the Joy of Mapping texture set from last year's Joy of Mapping event, and there's a lot. There is a lot to this. Yeah, I wanted to find like a brick texture, but there aren't really any that use this kind of color scheme, kinda, sorta. Maybe wood. No, definitely not wood. Not like that, anyway. Oh, hell yeah, let's do that. Let's make it radioactive green. The problem is that all of these have really weird names. Oh, hey. You know what I could do? These fade to black. Like that fucking Metallica song. What I could do is this. I could have this room be really, really tall. And then I could do this. I could have this be black up here at the top. Yeah! Yeah! And then the sand could be coming from holes in the... Yeah! Oh, I like that. We'll do that. And then we'll turn this... Wait, where the fuck am I? We'll turn this... I'll need to outline it, but... Like, we can turn this into like a little underhang thing here. Good. Well, yeah, look at this extremely tall room. I like it. I like this. I feel like the sand will probably look pretty good coming from like if I make a black light up there so that the sand fades out too. Did C. Jacobs just get as erect as this room? I mean, maybe. I'd have to look in my pants to find out, but yeah, maybe. Let's move this down a whole bunch. Whoopity whoop 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 whoop. I need the rock texture from this room. The only problem is going to be finding a texture for this. Because, like, I can't just make this also be rock, because that looks kind of stupid. But I also don't want to have it be, like, the marble texture repeating for 1,000 light years.
Be careful when you're with that woman. Women are all liars.
Nick Fury hasn't always been black? I didn't know that, actually. I thought he had. I thought he had always been. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to superhero media, so like, I guess I wouldn't know. I could make fire blue. Are we just gonna we're just gonna make everything be fire blue?
Hey yo.
Nick Fury used to be white. I didn't know that. He got played by David Hasselhoff once. Well, that's an honor right there. Well, Samuel L. Jackson just worked for the character, I think.
When this is over, I'm getting out of it. All of it. When I do, will you come with me?
I need to select all of this and bring it down to a reasonable height. I probably should have made these doors first, because now I have to make the doors, and that's going to be kind of a pain if it decides not to make them the right height. I guess we'll see, though. Oh, shit. I need to... Yeah, there we go. That fixes things. Relaxing time, everybody. Now is time for Maxo Relaxo with your pal C. Jacobs. Your buddy C. Jacobs. Why did it reset the door thing? It didn't keep my settings for making a door. Kinda weird. Usually it keeps the oh, it's because right. I was about to say, usually it keeps my settings until I close and reopen the map. But I did close and reopen the map. We're gonna make this not be fucking Fire Blue anymore. This is bothering me. I'm sorry, Fire Blue, but you need to go away. Your time has come, Fire Blue. We're gonna move this over so that that's sticking out there. Yeah. What the hell is this song? Oh, these are not like the exact same color. That's kind of annoying. Fix it in post. Why is this texture like this? Oh, because it adopts the texture of the wall over here. Shit. Well, that's a problem I'm gonna have to deal with. This is still Fire Blue. Okay, well, we'll refix that again later. I know, the Fire Blue has to go away, I'm sorry. Well, we made this big fucking room. This doesn't fade to black. That's kind of annoying. I imagine that there isn't a... Whoops. I imagine that there isn't a version of this that fades to black. So I might actually have to make this be the rock texture just because this is the only texture that... Well, but then again, this doesn't fade to black either. So fuck it. That's just gonna be a little inconsistent. You know what I could do? Let's see if this will work. This is... We need this. Oh, the textures in this pit have just come so out of whack. So this is a dynamic light, and you can make these be any color you want. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen if I make this be really bright and then make it black. Also, I really need to add some texture to this because this looks like shit. Let's see if I can make this be black colored. I imagine that affecting the intensity will just turn the light off, but we'll see. Yeah, that doesn't actually make it a black light, it just makes the light be off. Okay, maybe like... Oh. Subtractive light. So if I make this be like really fucking bright. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so we need to move that up and we need to make that. I need to put these next to the metal bits. Have I considered also modding? I do mod for Doom. I made weapons and stuff for my campaign that I never ended up finishing, but I did. So this doesn't have to be perfect. I'll align all this shit on my own time, but yeah, we can just fill this fucking room with black lights to make these textures go into the ceiling better. Hey Richard Kemp, welcome to this. Oh shit, bottom of this is... Oh, this is 10 kinds of fucked up. So this is just gonna be kind of misaligned here, but I'll fix that later sometime. But yeah, I need to put these lights in front of all of these metal bits and see what happens. Just so that we can know if this is actually going to work or not. I think it is. I think it actually will work. It's just that these are all subtractive lights, so they might add together to make things truly like pitch black advanced darkness up on the ceiling. Let's go into the game and see how that looks. Wow, I really need to change the intensity, but yeah, actually, that's totally gonna work. I need to change the intensity so that they're not, like, canceling each other out. You know, Base Slut, I really admire that you're trying to keep the conversation on Doom and away from comic book stuff. You know, you're giving it your best shot. It's an admirable effort. Trying to keep things on topic. Need to put one right there. Doom toots as he pleases. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's, you know what? That's working pretty nice. Look at that. I'm actually surprised that worked. That actually looks pretty goddamn good. Wow. Emily Smith says, I'm sorry, I have opinions on comic books and absolutely no feelings one way or another on Doom. Well, my opinion would be to watch a different stream then, Emily Smith, because that's what we're doing here. Explain to us the deep lore of my Doom fanfiction maps. Well, listen. So there's this guy named Doom Guy, and he shoots all of the demons. And that's about it. Let's do little cutouts in the wall. The Doom movie was meh. Man, even, it was The Rock in that movie, right? The Rock was Doom Guy in that, I believe. And even he is like, man, that movie. Oh man, this is like, the geometry of this room is so fucked up. The Rock was the bad guy in that? Who was the good guy? Who played Fly Flynn Taggart? Keith Urban was Doom Guy, thank you. Yeah, I knew The Rock was in it, but I couldn't remember what he played. Okay, this is... I'm trying to make like an inlay into the wall here. Good fucking luck. Alright, this is not gonna look good at first, but I'll fix it. That didn't even make like a whole room. Why did that not work? There we go. Okay, this looks like shit right now, because now this room is so fucked up that I have to manually align all of these. But that's okay, because when it's done, it's gonna look good. I'll fucking do that on my own time. We're just gonna forget about that. Basically, the lighting in this room is gonna come from like candelabras and these fucking things. Candle lights. Where are they? Decoration? No. Light sources. These fucking things. The floor candelabras. But they're gonna be like recessed into the wall. Jumanji looks horrible. Yeah. Has there ever been a good Jumanji movie? No. I don't think there has. Wait, what the fuck? What are you doing down here? Get out of here. Okay, well, we made this room. So this is gonna be like the center point of the room. And now, you just copy over some of these. Say some gangsta is dissing your fly Flynn Taggart. Let's give him one of these. So now we can select it. Yep. Bop. Now we can just move this down. Oh, you know what? I can use these to keep the player from being able to jump over the pit. Like, now there's not enough room for the player. I don't think there is. Okay, there's just barely enough room, but that's such a hard jump that I don't know if anybody would be able to actually make it. Like, without knowing they can already. But yeah, I can use these little sand things to stop the player from jumping over the pit. I'm a genius. Okay. We have successfully made this room. I did it. So hard that it can't be done after doing it on the first try. Well, that's just because I already know where to jump because I did it, because I made this map. Am I hyped for Monster Hunter World? I didn't really like Monster Hunter when I played it on the 3DS. I just didn't like the controls. I felt they were very clunky and not really appropriate for like a mobile platform at all. So playing it with an actual controller probably will be much better. There is a new Jurassic Park movie coming out, I believe. I think there is anyway. But yeah, cool. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I am excited to give Monster Hunter another try. So, here is something that's going to alleviate some of the pain for me. The max pain. I can select, well, fuck it. I can select everything in these rooms here. I can copy it. And then I can paste it. And doing this. Okay, well, these are going to intersect a little bit, so I'll kind of have to unfuck that, but now I have a little wing here. Oh god. Wait. Oh no, I accidentally made this non-Euclidean. What have I done? We're just gonna pretend that that doesn't exist. There we go. I have to make there be a wall here. Because otherwise this room doesn't make any sense. I need to, I believe the J key is to join these? Yeah, and then I can get rid of this, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna make a little wall be here. If the player looks closely, they'll be able to see that, but whatever, I don't care. The basic idea behind this is going to be, so when you come in here, these sand things won't be falling down. So you go through here, and you flip the switch on at the end of wherever this path goes, and then the sand will start falling down from the ceiling here to let the player know that they're done on this little wing, and they don't have to come back, so that they don't have to go all the way into this room to see if the sand has raised any. Because, I mean, looking at that, it's like, it's kind of hard to tell if the sand has raised. So I have decided to make that a little easier on the player by first, here, let me show you. Okay, have fun with your morning shower, Baselet. I will see you afterwards. The player first is like, oh, that's weird. There's an incongruous sand here thing kind of going on. So they come into this room and they see, oh, hey, there's like sand falling down. That's going to be the theme of this map, is the sand falling down. So they're like, oh, I can't get over here. I'm not pro enough to jump this gap. I'm not a speedrunner. So then they go in here and they're like, oh shit, this is like that room from earlier, but there's no sand. Like, imagine the sand isn't here. Like, the sand's not falling down, so you're like, oh, I wonder if I have to do anything here. You see the thought process, right? So that's what I try to do when I make maps for, like, video games and stuff, is I try to get into the player's head to see, like, if someone was playing this for the first time, what would their thought process be? And so from there, I can decide how I want to structure the map based on how I want the player to, you know, think critically about it on their first time through. But yeah, these rooms are non-Euclidean. Also, there's a wall in between them that doesn't really have to be there, but fuck it. That wall, this little wall will make it easier to copy and paste this to the other side. So yeah, and the cool thing too is that when I can leave this how it is, because the player can't actually look up to see the top of this room, so like I can just make it so that these just kind of slide down when the player pushes the switch. So let's see. Now we have to actually make the wings here, and that's going to be complex. You know, I meant to talk in a calmer voice of this than this, but I just get so excited. You know, this is so much fun. Oh. You know what this game reminds me of? A 90s PC hunting game called Carnivores about hunting space dinosaurs. What? Oh shit. Oh man. It's definitely something that should be on everyone's wish list. Yep. Look at those space dinosaurs. Yeah. Look at them. Hey, it's this. I actually remember this. There was like an old Retsupre of this, of a video of this game, wasn't there? Desperation. Ack! Icky. Go away. Fuck you, mandibles. Oh god, what is this clown vomit? No, it looks great. I would play this. This game appears to have iron sights for the dinosaurs. Oh shit! Look at that alien dinosaur spacecraft. Evacuate. This looks pretty cool. Holy shit, that dude's got his fist, like, in a dinosaur's brain. He's like arm deep in a dinosaur's skull. I actually think his hand is behind the dinosaur, but man. That dinosaur looks so sad. Hey, look. Look, this bear does not look very upset about being shot, but to be fair, I guess a real bear would also feel that way. Holy shit! Do you Fulton dinosaurs in this? Is that what I'm looking at here? Okay, Radazazzle. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'll see you later. Okay, so now we need to now we need to make the wings for where the player goes and flips the switches. And I think for that I'm gonna make like, I don't actually know. Give me some ideas. So like the general theme of this is gonna be like big like open halls like this, with like more enclosed hallways with the wooden boards supporting them. So like, I don't know. What are some set pieces that you guys think would be interesting? It's not that I'm out of ideas, it's just that like, you know, kind of want to mix it up a little bit from endless hallways and stuff like that. When you kill the dinosaur, a spaceship comes and picks it up to take it to your trophy room. I wasn't kidding, it's set on an alien planet. The dinosaurs are alien dinosaurs. That's fucking awesome. That sounds like an amazing video game. Well, that's not good. Indiana Jones style traps. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Like you walk into a room and then like the fucking ceiling starts lowering down and you have to like press a switch or something to not get crushed or whatever. That would be cool. That's a cool idea. You know what I could do? I could do like a segment like that part of Silent Hill 3 with the amusement park, where you're like running away from the poop gas, like the blood fog, and like you die if it like touches you, except like instead the ceiling is lowering, so like you have to find the switch before the ceiling falls on you. That would be kind of cool. We're just gonna leave all this as the same textures for now, but I'll retexture it sometime on my own, and then maybe I'll stream something like this again sometime, and then I'll show you my improvements. Add a little bit of depth to this so that it's not just a big fucking square. What if the floor was rising, like sand is flowing in, eventually it crushes you? Oh, that's good. I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, okay. So, like, I could make it so that this is like on an uphill slope, right? And then the sand starts flowing in so that you have to run away downhill from the sand to get out of the room. What if I just made big squares full of enemies? Yeah, I could do that also. That also would work, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea, actually. The sand thing. You know, it fits with the theme of this map. Let's make a staircase. Big fan of staircases around here. God, I can't get enough of staircases, you guys. Stairs are my favorite. So we'll make this go down into like tunnels, and then like the tunnels will fill with sand. That sounds like a pretty good idea to me. How far down do I want this to go? How tall do I want this tunnel to be? We'll make it pretty tall. I try to move things down in increments of 64, just because I don't want the... Oh, fuck. Just because I don't want the textures to become misaligned. Like, I am really, really anal about texture alignment, because, like, nothing draws me out of a Doom map more than misaligned textures. Wait, what? Oh, shit, right. I have to make this be, like... There we go! Look at that! Automatic stairs. How about that? Things that C. Jacobs is into. Staircases. Doom mapping. Anal. Well, listen. 2 out of 3 of those things ain't bad. I'll let you choose which 2 out of 3 things I'm speaking of. Oh, because I fucking said anal just now. God damn it. I didn't even realize. Oh, I set myself up for that one too. Oh, what have I done? The sand that fills the central room could empty out other rooms with secrets in them. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. So you can, like, have a reason to go back and, like, explore and stuff. That's a good idea. I like that. We're just gonna make that be a 3D floor. What? No, stop that. Alright, so this is gonna kind of suck to have to finagle how this works. Alright, so I gotta move the ceiling down here. Okay, we'll go down one more, and then we'll do... that. So you can see why texture alignment is so important here, because fucking look at this. I have to fix that. And hey, I can use this opportunity to add a little bit of depth to this too. Kinda, sorta. So, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Like, that's one thing to keep in mind as we're doing this, is that I don't know how any of this works. Like, I'm mostly just playing it by ear. Oh, this actually won't work, I don't think. We'll see. Actually, that's not so bad. That looks okay. I need to copy the correct metal texture, though. I need to do something about this. I'm gonna change this to like a stair height thing at some point, like a stair texture. Why did the music suddenly get louder?
Yeah.
I could also go crazy with it, and like as you hit certain triggers, the sand in the central room piles up, and climbing it progresses the level. Yeah, so like there are certain, so like if I draw a line here, right, I can select this line and then I can make it like, which one is script execute? So I can do this, and then I can say when the player walks over this, a script executes, and for script number 2 I can be like, raise the floor level here, lower the ceiling level somewhere else. Something like that, to make the illusion of the sand piling up. Something like that. So, okay. So there's gonna be goodies on either side here. And maybe like, we'll extend this a little bit. We'll make there be like little doorways here with like side pockets. And I can make enemies come out of here. So like I can make there be like a wooden overhang here or something, so that this looks kind of like a mine shaft tunnel kind of thing. Oh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? Here. At the end of these tunnels, these are all just going to be squares for now, but eventually, raise that up 64. Give that a texture that doesn't look so shitty. Again, this is all temporary textures. This is not going to be rock when it's done. Like, it's just so that I can iron out this idea here. Basically, when you come back here, there will be sand here, so you can cross this gap and get items over here. And that'll be like a little restock for the player. So, like, I can make this kind of like I made this. I can make there be a little pit here that will fill up with sand. There's going to be a lot of scripting on this map, and I will not make you watch me do the scripting, but yeah, I can make this be like, you can get in, but not, like, you can get in and out from, like, over here, but you can't climb up over here. So like this. Blah Blah says, I'm trying to think of sand stuff, but I keep thinking of Uncharted 3 and Gaara from Naruto. I mean, they both do sand stuff, so I guess I don't blame you for going there. This is gonna be really weird. There we go. Now I can make it so that the player can get back up from this side. Nope. But they can't climb up over here. So, like, I lower this back down. Now I can put items and enemies and stuff over here, and the player will be able to see that there's stuff over here, but they can't get over here yet. That's right, and Spec Ops The Line. Thank God for Spec Ops. I think there'll be a little lip here. Sandworms. I don't think I can put sandworms in the Doom map, unfortunately. I don't think there is a sandworm mod. I'm sure someone out there has made a Dune mod for Doom. Dune for Doom. It's too good. It's too good not to do it. So someone out there has to have. There we go. I think you can get out of there. It might be a little bit too high. We'll see. Could I put in ceiling panels that the player could shoot and release more sand from above? I could do that, but it might not be a good idea because you can't look up in Doom. So like the only reason I can do this is because I'm playing a source port that allows me to look up. So like in normal vanilla Doom, you can't look up. So like having stuff on the ceiling that you could shoot wouldn't really work. Yeah, look at that. That actually works pretty well as like a little, hey, you can get over here later kind of thing. Of course, now I have to make there be a way for the sand to actually come in here, but yeah, that'll work. And then I can just take this and just fucking bazam. Bazingo. Bazonga. copy and paste that. And hey, look, it works. Have lava hit the sand waterfall and let the player watch it turn to glass. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool idea, actually. I really like that. I don't think I would be able to do that, but... Can Doom have conveyor belts? Yes, actually. Here, I'll show you, actually. Doom can have conveyor belts pretty much this easy. So, what I do is I select, I do this. Where is it? Wind east strong. So basically, now, when I walk into that area of the floor, I will be pushed along. See? So, this way I can then scroll the floor texture and make a conveyor belt out of it. Hey, Ouch 11. Welcome. See you later, okay, 713. Thanks for hanging out, man. Use the falling sand texture with conveyor belts to make a descending sand vortex. Oh, shit. That's cool. It's a cool idea. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that now. But yeah, okay, I could have, like... You know what we could do, too? In fact, we can test that out right now. So I can have this push the player when they're walking over it, and then I can have this like flowing by moving the floor texture. I would have to give it a new tag to do that. Oh, I don't know how I would do that, actually. I don't know how to add two effects to a surface. I don't remember. I know you can do it, I just don't remember how. Trying to remember. I think I would need to do scripting, because you can only add one main effect. Oh, I know what I could do. Instead, I could give this a tag. What I could do is I could give this floor a tag, and then in my scripting, I can say, hey, if a floor has this tag, make it push the player south and also scroll the floor texture. And I'm not going to do that because I don't remember how right now, but that's a good idea, actually. Okay, so we've made little wings here, and I'll probably put like some shotgun guys or something over there so that the player can like see, oh shit, there's stuff over there. When I come back, I'm going to be able to get that stuff. Big fan of stuff over here. Sand conveyor, fatal Sarlacc pit. That's a good idea. I actually might end the map with that. Like, let's go to paint again. Like, I might have this kind of thing going on. Like, there's like a big, it's like a big cylindrical room, right? And like, there's a big pit in the middle, and sand is falling down from the sides, pushing the player into the center, you know? And then Pac-Man's in the middle. No. It's not Pac-Man. It's a piranha plant. Piranha plants are like red, aren't they? With white spots. Right? That's what piranha plants look like. Yeah, something like that. That's a good fucking idea right there. And then like there's a door here with like a gate. and like the gate only opens when you clear out the room of all the enemies. I like it. I like that. That's a good idea. So like that's what I could have this room lead into, is like you think like, oh, this is just going to be a hallway and then the exit, but no, it leads into an identical room, or at least one that looks very similar, where there's a big pit in the middle and it's like drawing you in. I like it. That's a good idea. That's how I'm going to end this map. I've decided. Okay, so now we have this tunnel here, and this is going to be kind of a pain because like I need to find rock textures that aren't this one. Like I guess we actually are gonna make this a tunnel. We can just make the floor be fucking sand in here since it's gonna be filling up anyway. Now we're cooking with sand. That's right. Lower that just a little bit there. Okay. So let's see. So this is just going to be kind of like long straight tunnels, and this is probably going to be the only part of the map that's like this, where it like leads into a bigger open area where you can like escape the sand. The only thing is I have to make sure that the player won't be fucked if they like raise the sand and then don't get out. So I can't have this slope upwards anywhere. It always has to be sloping downwards, and then the sand rises up from the bottom. Skylights that heat sand, which hurts to step on. Also a good idea. These are all very good ideas. Remember that we have 2 wings to work with here, so I can give them both different gimmicks. I just have to pick something. Okay, here's what I can do. Let me take this wood texture here. That doesn't look too good right now, but what I could do is this. I could do something a little like this, kind of, maybe. Where this is wood, and then this is stone, like behind the wood. Something like that, maybe. You know, except aligned properly. Maybe something like that. So that, like, I can use the same rock texture for the floor and ceiling. Maybe give them both gimmicks and then have the final room use both gimmicks. Good idea. The ultimate sand gimmick. Cacodemons. Oh, this isn't aligned properly. Yeah, I think that'll work, probably. And then I could have, like, cross beams going across the ceiling to add a little bit of depth to it. One side plays with sand moving the player, and the other side plays with sand pits. Good idea. And then the last room combines both of them. Okay. That's right, it's the Sandy Petersen School of Level Design. Just fill your rooms with cacodemons and everything will be fine. How do I want this to be laid out? Again, I have to lay this out very carefully so that the player can't fuck themselves by not running back. Like, I have to make it so that if you don't outrun the sand, you're gonna die. But I have to make it so that the player understands that they will die if they don't make it. Because it's kind of not really fair to have, like, the sand just start rising up towards the ceiling and the player's like, oh, shit, what was the way out again? So I gotta kind of think about that a little bit. Well, that's not right at all. I think I'll have this little intermediary hallway here. Like just a single straight shot so that the player can see, okay, this is what this is gonna look like. Like this is the general theme of this area, is the wood and the sand and the rocks behind it. Maybe an audio cue of some kind. Yeah, so I could have like a door shut or open or something so that the player can like know. Like I could have like a phew, like the Doom door sound, the whoop, phew, like that noise that's been in every piece of media. Maybe instead of just pits, sand themed traps. Yeah, maybe. We're just gonna extend this just a little bit so that I can do the texturing in this area. What the fuck? What did I do? What did I just do? What? What in the hell did I do here? Oh, I know what I did. I copied this and I pasted it onto a wall that already had a texture on it. Duh. Oh god. Oh, this is... That's fucked. This also is not even. What did I do to make that happen? How do I fix this? How do I fix this fuckery I've done? Wait a minute. What? Oh. What? What? Okay. I don't know why that happened, but alright. Sure. Hey, Derelac. Yeah, that is one doomed texture. Oh boy, texturing this is gonna be really weird. In fact, I'm not even gonna bother right now. Right now, we're just gonna do the geometry for the room, I think. You are tearing me apart! You are tearing me apart, Doom Guy! Oh, that would be awesome. Like a remake of The Room, but in Doom. That would be pretty good. But anyway, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have this go way up here. This is gonna be another room where you can't see the ceiling, just so that I have somewhere for the sand to come from. Yeah, exactly. The Doom. Oh, that's really strong. That's really strong. I need to make this be black. What are we making here? Well, Derelac, we are making the second map of my campaign, which is like gonna be like wood and sand themed. Let's see. So right now we are making an area where sand is gonna start coming from up above, and it's gonna fill up this floor here so that you have to run back to the entrance. We're gonna have more stairs going down here. Oh god, scrolling. Spec Ops, the sand. We need to go down that much. Oh, this is really weird dimensions. How many stairs are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Yeah, there are 9 stairs. Okay. That means I need to make there be 9 stairs here. Or make them be steeper, I guess.
They say humans are social animals. They
6,
can't
7,
live alone.
8.
But you can live pretty well by yourself.
But yeah, I'm gonna have this go down into a big old, like, pit-style room. That way the player has time to realize, oh shit, the sand is rising, and they can get back up, they have time to get back up these stairs. Nope. Oh shit, that doesn't work the other way around. I need to do it this way. If you say the word sand enough, it stops sounding like a word. Oh my god, Sandy Peterson. I'm gonna call this map Peterson. Hell, we can bring this texture back here. Wow, that's hella misaligned. Oh, fuck me. Wow. How did that even get so bad? I need to fix that. It's like half a tile off. I think it's just because of the width of the... I think that's just because of the width of the texture. There we go. All better. Oh, but what am I gonna put here? What is the side for this staircase gonna be? Oh, hell. That's not gonna work. Maybe just more metal. That also is not gonna work. I need something that doesn't look ugly. Okay, that's a band-aid, but that'll work for now. No, okay, I know what we can do to fix this. We can just extend this metal texture here. Not like that. Oh, that's a pain. That is a max pain. But it's worth it, because we'll give this stair some interesting looking trim to it. Plus it makes the staircase stand out a little bit, so that like the player can like instantly look at it and be like, oh, that's the way out, because it's got that funny looking trim on it.
Listen, man.
These textures are like 10 kinds of fucked, but that's okay, I'll fix them on my own time. This is more like just ironing this out here. But this is what I like about like Doom mapping and stuff. It's making stuff like this, where I just have a creative freedom to do whatever the hell I want. Like, it's nice to be able to just be like, I want there to be a funny looking trim on the end of this staircase. Okay, I did it. Like, that's nice. There we go. So now, where did I put the player? There he is. Yup, everything's gonna be fire blue. So now the player comes down here and they're like, oh shit, this is a big room with like where you can't see the ceiling. And see, they can be like, oh shit, I couldn't see the ceiling in this room either, and there's sand coming in here, so maybe that means something. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Fill this room with sand and suffocate me. I think that'll work. Obviously this room is going to be much bigger, but yeah, I think that'll work fine. Hey, Oliver Maxwell. Yeah, this is still going on alright. Mr. Sandman, bring me a meme. Please, Mr. Sandman, anything but memes. Are these the same width? Yeah, they are. That's a weird length. Wait. 896. We need to go way bigger. Alright, so I've made this giant fucking square room. We probably should make this room not be square. Because I feel like having this be square is just a little bit too on the nose. So maybe let's make this like... Oh god, look at this. I'm like way off the grid here. I don't want to make this room round. Octagon. Octagon! We could make it an octagonal room. Sure, why not? No, let's make this room even bigger. Bigger. That's not right. I want the player to be able to see this fucking staircase from anywhere in this room. Got it. I know what I'll do. I will make it so that there's like a little there's like an outcropping here, right? Where the player can see, okay, so there's like a big platform here, and then they like go around into a little tunnel that comes up here, right? And then they go across. And then maybe I can put like a side room here with some stuff in it. So like I could just have like, oh god, look at what I've done to the grid. Oh no. Is that aligned? Yeah, it's close enough, I guess. So I can have like a little... This is going to be squares for a while, by the way. Like, I'm not going to unsquare this room until I have the geometry planned out for it. It's just going to be big boxes until then. What am I going to put in it? Fuck if I know. I have no idea. There's probably going to be like pillars, like so the player has cover from the enemies I'm going to put up here. Okay, and then I can bring this back. We're bringing it back. Like these hallways can be the tunnels. That's not right. Is incorrect. That's kind of off center, but that... Oh, Jesus God. What have I done? Sand pillars that collapse when shot. I could do that. Well, that's gonna be kind of awkward to texture, but, well, I'm already making life hard on myself. Actually, that probably won't be so bad. It's kind of weird looking. More stairs, more sand. Oh, that's not right. Wait a minute. That's not right at all. What the fuck? What happened here? Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't lower this down. That's what happened. Come here. Come here, boy. But yeah, eventually I will be doing something about the repeating nature of this texture, so that this doesn't like look so horrible. Because like when you're just standing down here, you can see, wow, look at all that repeating rock texture. So eventually I'll be fixing that too. But yeah, the collapsing sand pillars thing sounds like a good idea. You have an arena with cover that disappears the longer you drag out the fight. That is a good idea. I like that. Maybe I'll have that be the gimmick of this room. Because, I mean, it's just a big fucking square room, so, hey. Also, I didn't move this down. And that's gonna bother me if I don't move this down. That's just gonna offset everything else, so we are gonna fix that. This is fun. This is nice. This is a nice way to spend like an early morning. I have a feeling that my grandparents are probably... Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they can't hear me. I hope they can't. Piss. Shit. Balls. Penis. Wieners. Thought I moved that down. Maybe not. Crowdsourced Doom maps, the way of the future. Kinda. I'm mostly bouncing off you guys for ideas. Like, I guess if I really wanted to, I could do this by myself, but it's a lot more fun to do it with you guys. And then I can make this room be like a square type of... Well, no, the reason that I say I hope they're not awake is because, I mean, it's fucking... Time is it? What is going on with this? What did I do? Because it's like, what time is it? It's 2:35 in the morning. So like, if they are awake, like, I probably might have woken them up by doing this stream, because they sorta can't hear me in their room, sorta, but they also sorta can. So like, I kind of have to be a little bit quiet when I'm talking, when I'm streaming late at night, but I don't care. Like, if they hear me, then they hear me. Like, whatever. Like, they'll get over it. And maybe that's a little bit insensitive of me to say that, you know, like, you know, I should care if I'm disrupting my grandparents' sleep. I should give a shit. But I don't. I mean, it's true. At least I'm not talking about C. Jacobs is a bum boy on this one. Like, that's true. ASMR. Yup, that's right. This is an ASMR stream now. You guessed it. I have to split this up. Hey, Cloudiac. That's right, canal chat. Oh shit. What am I gonna do for this corner? I think I'm gonna have to give that corner a different texture. Oh, or maybe not. I guess I could keep that, but I don't know. We'll put the metal. We'll put the metal there just for now. No, I know what we'll do. We'll introduce my favorite. We'll introduce Woodmet. I actually probably should move that down. That right? There we go. Where did I put the Woodmet texture? Come here, Woodmet. I need you. There we go. I can just stick that in the corner. And that looks okay. Maybe if I, like, move that up a little bit, though. Oh, God. There we go. That looks alright as, like, a corner post kind of thing. So now I'm going to have this go up and around over here. Woodmet. That's the name of the texture, see? The texture's name is Woodmet1. You know, because it's wooden and metal. See, there's this limitation with the Doom engine where texture names can only be 8 characters or less, and so you have such things as Startan, Door Track, Big Door 1, Brown Pip. Crackle 2. Fire Mag. Oh yeah, let's just make the wall be that. Basically, it's one of the limitations of the game engine. And so hey, now I can take this, copy all of this, and just kind of stick it up there, and then we can make a connecting hallway. Maybe flip that the right way around though. Oh god, oh the heights, why? What have I done? Everything I've ever done was a mistake. Because now I have to align all of these. Not that there's anything really wrong with that, it just takes time. Time that I don't have. I'm on the clock here. I'm actually not on the clock, really. I'm just trying to pass time until my computer parts get here, which isn't going to happen until, like, fucking, like, 1 in the afternoon today. So, like, I have time to, like, go back to bed after this. Everything coming with me? Okay, good. There we go. Lit Dank 1. My favorite texture. By the way, update on the Crohn's medical marijuana thing. I haven't applied for that yet, but I really have been thinking about it because it's been bothering me a lot these past couple days, and I've heard conflicting reports about whether or not it actually does help with that kind of stuff, or if it's just like an excuse to legally smoke weed, and I'm starting to err on the side of I might as well give it a shot, because, like, you know, I mean, fucking why not? What am I doing with the computer parts? I'm upgrading this computer because my motherboard is about, like, the motherboard in this computer is about 4-ish years old, and I have reached the limit of the parts I can put in it. Like, this motherboard cannot have any more recent parts because it has reached, basically, like, the maximum capacity. Like, they don't make 1150 socket CPUs anymore because they've moved on to 1151. So there's nothing else I can really put in this. And so I'm upgrading my motherboard, which required me to get a new CPU for the new socket. I had to get a new new RAM, DDR4 RAM, a bunch of new stuff basically. Have I smoked a weed before? Very briefly. Like, I wouldn't say that I have a lot of experience with it, but, like, a little bit. Enough to know what it's like to do it, I would say. Like, I'm not really that kind of person to do that kind of stuff. Like, I am nowhere near what someone would call, like, a straight-edge, anti-drug, Jesus is my drug kind of person. Like, I'm not like that, but I have very little experience with recreational drugs. Well, that's not aligned at all. Fuck that. We're just gonna put that in the floor and pretend that that's not there. In fact, I need to undo all of these, because this is gonna be our bottom stair. But yeah, I don't have very much experience with that stuff. There we go, that's much better. Oh shit, sand gimmick. Tell me the sand gimmick. Tell me about that sand gimmick. Give me the lowdown on the sand. Give me that young sand gimmick. Oh god, that texture. Oh god. What have I done? Everything is wrong. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4. This fucking stair is higher than the rest of them. In fact, these are all like that. What the fuck? What happened? What did you do? Oh no. Stop that. Ah, piss. I need to add one more stair to this. Oh, aligning this is gonna be just a nightmare. This needs to be 32. Oh no! Oh, these tiles. Fuck. What? How did that end up so bad? What happened? Good gravy is what I meant to say there. I almost said good grog. I imagine the grog is quite good. But good God, what did I do? I have fucked this all kinds of up. It's fixed. I'm a genius. Now the real question is, what am I gonna do about this? What am I gonna do here? Like, cause I have to move this wood up, but I kinda can't do that because the wood is obviously not sloped. I guess I could make it a slope, but like, I try to avoid doing that in Doom maps if I can, because like people wig the fuck out. Instead of crushing you against the ceiling, it raises you into a teleporter that puts you into a maze of guts textures. Ewy! Icky pooey. That might be a good idea. Could do that. Make a Souls-like in Doom? I don't think that... Guess I could. I mean, I guess that is one idea. Wait, what? Wait, what? Those are all separate textures, but there's one... Oh, okay, it's because I accidentally made this into non-Euclidean geometry. Fucking whoops. Whoopsie doodle dandy. Hey, Xenolalia. Welcome. Welcome to Doom mapping. Extremely slow Doom mapping, but that's okay. We're not moving at an especially fast clip, but that's okay. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll bring my dear friend Woodmet back. Alright, Woodmet, it's your time to shine. Make this a little bit more seamless. Not like that, Woodmet. You're disappointing me, Woodmet. We're gonna make this be Woodmet. I just like saying Woodmet. It's just a fun thing to say. But yeah, this is all kinds of fucked right now, but I promise as soon as it's done, it'll look good again. So now we need to make this be the same height as the stairs. Which is going to be a pain, because the stairs are really weird heights. Yeah, my wood is currently not sloped, unfortunately. This is not a... It's not time for my wood to be sloped. I could just fucking be lazy and make there be more stairs on this end. God, that's so unbelievably lazy, but I honestly might do it anyway. I think I actually am gonna do that, just because, like, that's the easiest solution, is to just make the staircase be a little wider on that side. Now the trouble is making this look good. Like this little transition here. So I gotta move this wood met up a little bit. And then this one. And this down. Oh boy. This has turned out a very strange little hallway. But, like, the thing is, right, like, this is just kind of what you have to do in order to make your Doom map look good, right? Is you just kind of have to fiddle with it until you find out what works, and then just kind of get rid of the excess. Right, so that texture... No, it aligned, okay. I was gonna say it didn't want to align properly, but then it did. Yeah, I really like the green and brown that I've chosen for this level. That looks alright. I'm gonna have to fiddle with this a whole bunch to get this to look good, but I won't make you watch me do that. I'm gonna do that on my own time. But yeah, that looks okay. I think what I'll do is I'll mirror this on the other side. That way this doesn't look so like sticky outy, I guess. Wood met pillars every other step. Okay, yeah, we'll try that. Sure. Oh, and there's the right number of steps for it too. Oh, you know what? That actually might end up looking pretty good if I align the textures right. Yeah, you know, sticky outy. Okay, so if I do this now. Oh, you know what actually might be better? If we go the other way around with it. Like we make the pillars come up from the floor instead. That might be better. Also, what is going on with this texture? What is this? Oh, that's not... It's kind of off a little bit. There we go. Yeah, okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll do this. Let's go to paint again. We'll make the stairs look like this. We need a bigger brush. So, like, we'll have cross beams. We'll have beams coming up out of every other step. But, like, oh god, listen, my body is contorted in a very weird position. So I can't really draw straight lines right now. But what we'll also do is have the ceiling come down as well, so that stays like one solid arrow, you know? Like, I'm gonna fix this so that the ceiling slopes as well. Listen, I never claimed to be an artist, okay? I think if I just do this, it'll work, right? No, that did nothing. Okay. Why did that do nothing? Oh, because I have to pick one, right. There we go. Okay, so now those are... That's not gonna work. You think it wouldn't look good if the roof steps down like that? We'll try it and see. We'll see. I think you might be right. Look at it. We'll just look at it like this. Like, oh, it's fucked up right now, but we'll just kind of... eyeball it a little bit. We'll see. What I'll do is I'll edit this without saving it, and then I'll save it once we have made our changes. And if it looks like shit, then we'll get rid of it. So we actually need to go up a little bit more here. I actually don't know how I want to do this. Alternating beams above the stairs. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna mirror this to the other side so that it like doesn't look so incongruous on this side. And like Xenolalia says, I'm gonna do like cross beams going across the top to make it look a little bit better. But for now, we'll just stick with the rock. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Whatever it is, it's delicious.
Check it.
Well, that's not nearly steep enough of a slope. How far do these go? Okay. I'm making this a lot harder than it has to be, just because I'm like... I'm trying to do this and think at the same time. Like, if I were doing this on my own, I'd be going through it a lot slower. Yeah, the fourth episode of the extra fourth episode of the original Doom is quite difficult. That's still not right. Oh, these stairs are all different heights. This is just awful. This is just awful what I have done here. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is the hard part, right? Like, this is the part where, like... Okay, I need this to be a height of 160. And then I move this down. Okay. Now this should be properly aligned, but we'll fucking see, I guess. No, that's still not right. I know why that's not right. That's not right because this wooden beam starts at this stair. Okay, good. I don't have to worry about that then. Again, we're just experimenting at this present time. But yeah, these don't align quite right because these stairs are all different sizes, but that's okay. That's just kind of what had to be done there. It's a good day to do what has to be done by me to help my brother to defeat the enemies. Use plenty of lube while experimenting. That's good advice. So now we need to make this go down that far. We need to align this to the ceiling here. And then we'll see what that looks like. And if that looks like shit, then oh well. I'll fix it later. See, all this is good because you eventually will see the final product of this, and I can be like, hey look, I fixed it and made it not look stupid. Or I will be like, so I couldn't make this not look stupid, so I got rid of it. And both are sound options. That's not right. Oh, jeez. That actually looks okay. This has to be fixed, but yeah, okay. That actually looks alright. That actually looks better than I thought it would. Now just imagine this, but mirrored on the other side, and there you have it. Let's put Doom Guy in the map to see what that actually looks like with the ambient occlusion and stuff. What if my name actually is Carl? Like, what if I have just fooled you all into thinking my name is something else, but actually it really was Carl the whole time? I'm actually kind of happy with how this turned out. What do you guys think? I mean, it's not done yet. I still have to mirror it on the other side, but yeah. Get fucked, hallway, says blah blah. Alright, let's fix this. So this isn't, like, weirdly incongruous with the rest of it. Okay, that needs to be aligned a little bit better, but yeah, that's the gist of this. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. If my name actually was Carl, Xenolalia says he would just be impressed. Okay, now mirroring this to the other side should be hopefully easy. I don't know, I think 1,000 things might break when I do this, but we'll see. Well, not necessarily 1,000 things broke, but there's not that much fixing up to do. Just gotta make sure that these are all aligned at the same heights. Other than that, yeah, it worked out pretty well, actually. What is this? What is going on here? Is this like that on the other side? No. Why did that turn out like that? Yeah, things don't have to be perfectly mirrored, but, you know, attempting to have symmetry is a good idea, I think. Like, if it doesn't have symmetry, that's okay, but, like, at least trying to have symmetry is good. Oh, hey, this is good because it means I can just get rid of this, and, I can just put another wood met here. Like, I can just have this be that. Well, that's not perfect. I imagine that, I don't know what I want to do about that. I'll look at that a little bit later. We're just gonna make sure that this hallway works for now. Hey, what's up, Spiderface? It's the power of woodmet. That's right. This is a fucking weirdly shaped hallway. This is a really Really weirdly shaped hallway. Okay, we're gonna do that. Yup, my name is Chamillionaire. That's me. You guessed it. Okay, this, I'm gonna work out the alignment for this on my own time because that's gonna be a goddamn nightmare. I won't make you watch me do that. Because look at that, that looks so weird. I'll figure this out on my own time. But yeah, this little hallway turned out pretty alright. And look, I can put another wood mat here. Well, actually, I don't think there's enough room for a wood mat right there, but yeah. After all of our trouble, after all of our fucking problems, we did it. Chameleon air. That looks so weird, the stream. But yeah, I'll have to do some tweaking here and where the wood mat connects to the other stuff. But other than that, that looks alright. So we need to do something about this now. I just spent all that time on something that people are gonna zoom by at 77 kilometers an hour. Well, see, that's the thing, right? I could put enemies in that little tunnel there to force the player to stop and kill them. Like, if I really felt like being a dick and forcing people to admire my geometry, I could just put enemies in that room, and then the player would be forced to deal with them. We're actually gonna move that back a little bit. That way this little lip is like an actual lip and not just like a weird thing like on the edge of the platform. Because then I would have to change that texture. So we're gonna make this lip be over here instead. Nope. Nope. And this little lip is just gonna be here to keep enemies from walking off the edge. Like it's not gonna serve any specific purpose. It's just gonna be here so that like if there's an enemy up there, the enemy won't just walk off the ledge down to where you are. They'll fucking stay up here. Yeah, exactly. I could just make all these walls move up and there's 1,000 monsters behind the walls. The C. Jacob's lost soul. Its entire purpose in life is to make you look at something pretty. That's right. We're just gonna put shotgun dudes everywhere. There are going to be only shotgun dudes in my map. Nothing else. Like this room will just be just 1,000 shotgun dudes. Yeah, or minigun guys. Both are terrible options that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. But I guess in these maps the player technically is my enemy, so, well. Oh, this floor came way out of alignment. We're not gonna worry about that anymore. In fact, I think this hell hallway has worn me out enough that I think I'm gonna be done for now. Cause like, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with how this is turning out. So I'm just gonna cash my chips out while I'm ahead, and we'll pick this up some other time. I definitely wanna stream more of Doom mapping because this is fun and relaxing. It's chill. No, the player's not my enemy. That was a joke. We got a lot done, actually. We got a surprising amount done. We got the framework for this bullshit. We got this room entirely finished. Let's go back and look at that again so that I can gloat about how good it looks. Yeah, hey. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm glad I could hang out with you for a little while. You know, oh, don't worry. This will be up in video form pretty soon, sooner or later. So, Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.